You are welcome back to this section of Module 2. And in this section, I will be discussing how to become financially independent. The reason many people want to start a business, be in business, is to become financially independent. And I'm glad, I congratulate you again that you're on this course. But the truth is, even with business, with most businesses, you do not become financially independent overnight. We're talking about honest business that adds value to people, not a get rich quick scheme. The first thing I would tell you about becoming financially independent is you have to determine in your mind. We spoke up a lot about the mind in Module 1, that you will become financially independent. You have to settle it in your mind. It means that you will not be discouraged by your current financial circumstances. It has nothing to do with nothing. Where you are has nothing to do with where you're going. If you are taking the right steps, because the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. So the first thing is to determine in your mind that you will be among those that are financially independent, not those that carry a lot of debt, not those that have all kinds of debts all over the place. You'll be among those, I'm not sure where you're watching from in the world, but wherever you are, among those people in that nation that are financially independent. So firstly, like I said, you make up your mind that you will be financially independent. Your current situation notwithstanding, you will not become discouraged, but you know that you are taking the steps in the right direction, and you are, just by being on this course. Next, you determine to live below your means. I didn't say just live within your means. You live below your means. You live in such a way that your income is always more than your expenses. Your income is always more than your expenses. Your expenses should not equal your income. That means you are netting at zero. And what you develop by such disciplines is a life that can be rich, that can be wealthy. If at the point where you are in life now, you have not learned to discipline your finances, discipline your spending, when you make all that money from your business, you still will not be disciplined. What you are now is what you are going to be. So now is the best time to learn fiscal, financial discipline. So learn to discipline your spending. Unnecessary things, just want you to be like the Joneses, should not be part of your life. Because it doesn't matter how much you make. If you make $1 million in one day and you spend $1.5 million in one day, you are still poorer. I mean, you are still poorer than the beggar, because the beggar has some money, but you are in a deficit. So first of all, you learn those skills that make you financially independent, which is keeping your expenses below your income. Next, if you're in business now, you want to ensure that you do not commingle funds. Your business income and expenses should be completely separate from your personal income and expenses. When you commingle funds, then you will not show discipline. I believe that if you're already in business, your business is incorporated. You have registered your business wherever you are in the world. There are these bodies that register businesses. So your business has its name. You have your name. Your business should have its bank account, and you have your bank account. Even if you're a sole proprietor, your business funds and your personal funds should not be together. How would you know? At the end of the year, what your you have what your real income is, what the business expense is. Different from your personal expense. What your true bottom line is. So those are things you want to start, the kind of disciplines you want to start incorporating and inculcating into your life now. Separate your personal funds, from your business funds. No, be financially disciplined. If you're in employment, if you're in a job, especially if you are watching this video and you're in the United States of America, you know that most employers have a program in place, a retirement program in place where you contribute some and they contribute some to your retirement. But if you contribute nothing, they will contribute nothing. But if you contribute some, they will match your contributions up to about 6%. Make sure you do take advantage of those programs. It is an opportunity, because what happens is that your money begins to compound over the years. You also want to remember that this money is tax deferred. They don't charge you any taxes on those funds. So, I mean, if you are on unemployment and your employer offers you that program, that opportunity, and you are not maximizing it, you are not deducting the maximum that you can, you are throwing a huge opportunity away. And suppose you are in an employment that you have an employer that does not even offer you that program, that opportunity. You can do one yourself. There are things that are called independent retirement accounts, called IRA. You can begin one by yourself personally. Just develop that discipline that it's not 100% of your paycheck you spend every month. Once you have made up your mind that, okay, maybe your paycheck is $100, you cannot afford to spend, for your current needs, more than 80% at the max. 20% should be put away for your future. You are learning skills that will stand you well for the rest of your life. So if you don't have a 401k plan, which is what most of these plans are called in the US, start your own individual retirement account. Let an investment person, an investment banker, those people that help with financial strategies, let them help you and show you how to compound your money, how to make it last the longest. And as you do these things, as you put in the work, you would become financially independent. It may take time. It may not be overnight. But if you are consistent, if you are disciplined, you would definitely become financially independent. And I would see you in the next section. But before you go, make sure you write down some notes, what action steps you can take from what we discussed. So I'll see you. Thank you.